Hi guys, welcome back to Ray's Rails. For my latest project, I've been thinking about building a chain link fence. I saw they're available online from companies as far as Woodland Scenics and Scenic Express. So I decided to experiment and build one on my own. So I have a little mock-up here you can see, and I figured you could use these chain link fences to put between your roads and your trains. I figure here's an example of how it would look with cars in the background. Or if you wanted to use it, to keep your livestock contained, here's how it would look with the cows behind it. Well, instead of building these out of soldering little pieces of metal together, I actually made it out of wood and a dollar store screen that's actually from a strainer. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you how I did it. So the materials I used was bamboo skewers. They're actually a little bit easier to use than balsa wood because I plan on painting them and they hold the paint better and they don't seem to warp. So I bought a package of these. I used some Gorilla Glue that I just had on hand, so I guess you could probably use different glues, but I found out that one works very good. I used some Pewter Gur paint to make the wood look like metal. And what I did was I have this strainer here that I bought at the dollar store, and I find out this works a lot better for the fence post, and I just go around it and I remove it. It comes out very easily. And one thing else, instead of buying $11 worth of window screen, you could just buy the screen that you need. I find out that you can use this screen and you could get about 4 feet of fence for $1.25. All right, so I'm going to cut this to shape and I will show you what I do next with it. So what I do is I take the bamboo skewers and I cut them to my desired length. I actually just take a pair of wire cutters, cut them, sand them a little bit, and then I glue them how I would like the fence post to look. So basically I make them a little bit longer, and I plan on putting this part into the ground to make the desired height of the fence the way I would like it, whether you want a taller fence or a real short fence. So then once I paint them gray, you have your fence post made. And I usually put the Gorilla Glue. I like that glue. It usually bonds everything and is clear. I usually put a bead of glue all along the sides here. And then I put it onto the fence. And one thing nice about this fence, after experimenting with it, if you want a thicker fence or you want a thinner fence, the screen will hold a shape. So now we're going to have a shorter fence, but I'm going to want a little bit longer fence. So I'm going to put it like this. And what I usually do is I let it hang over the top a touch, because with this screen also is more rigid, you can just fold that over. So after I put my Gorilla Glue on there, I put some weights on it so it makes a nice, it adheres real nice. And I let that dry for about, I don't know, about an hour or two, and then to release it from the table, I like using this work surface. It's a little bit, it's got a slick top on it, so if it's sticking to the table, I can usually release it, and then we have our finished chain link fence. So I'll show you how, like I said, I have my little template here. And what I plan on doing is, it's not going on this template. This template is just representing the surface of the table. And I can drill a couple holes in the table and push the fence into the table. So depending on where I want this around my factories to keep intruders out, or around my station to keep the people separated from the trains, like I said, I think it comes out pretty good, and like I said, very affordable. So I hope those tips help you and inspire you to make your trains a lot more fun, and you enjoyed the video. All right, thanks guys for watching Ray's Rails. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.